We are back at Total Phone Repair, hanging out with Kyle today. Thanks for having us.
Of course, great to have you guys here.
Yeah, so phones are breaking every day, so you're always going to have to fix some. We want to talk a little bit about, exactly what you do, and especially your warranties on some of these repairs. So tell us about the warranty.
Yeah, so for our warranties, we offer a limited lifetime warranty, especially with our screen repairs, where even if it's 5 years down the road and you have, let's say, a little white dot in the screen, there's no liquid damage, there's no physical damage, that repair is still completely free. We will cover it and have it ready for you within an hour and a half as long as we have the parts on hand.
That's pretty awesome. I don't know that that's something that everyone would know, really. They wouldn't think that, I guess, unless they actually come in and talk to you.
Most definitely.
Yeah, so what about figuring out what's wrong with the device? So if you bring in a phone or computer or something and you're like, something's up, but I'm not sure what it is. How much do I have to pay for you to look at my phone?
It's actually free of charge. So all our diagnostics is completely free for the phone repairs. So we'll give you a ballpark, especially if we can narrow it down to, let's say, 2 main components that could be causing your issue. Then we'll just tell you which 2 they are. You let us know if you'd like to proceed with one or both if it ends up being that. And we start the process. And you're free to cancel at any time if you decide you don't want to proceed with the repair, and just give us a heads up.
And I'm guessing too, there might be people that come in with an issue and then you tell them, actually, you don't even have to fix this, you just have to do
yeah, something simple.
I mean, that's free too, right? For you to just be like, hey, actually just hit these buttons.
Exactly. We try to give the best service possible, especially when it comes to just simple fixes. I think that's what makes it last, the impression, especially we try to keep it as community driven as possible. I mean, I can't count the number of times I've had someone come in thinking they need a whole charging port and I just clean out some debris in there. We call it a day.
Yeah.
And it's just a wonderful feeling to be able to give back, and especially when someone thinks they're going to be down and out for 2 hours at least. Some of them think it's going to be days. To be like, hey, we're done.
Screen protectors, you actually have a discount when people come in to get something repaired.
Anytime you do a repair, you get at least 50% off. So with the screen repairs and liquid glass, we actually give a little extra if you decide to go with the liquid glass. That's closer to 70% off. And that's just complimentary with the repair to hopefully, keep it lasting as long as possible.
And when are you guys open, and what's the easiest way to either make an appointment or just get our devices fixed?
Yeah, so we're open Monday through Friday, 10 to 7, and then 10 to 6 or 10 to 5 on Saturdays. Best way is to call or stop in anytime. We also have on our webpage, you can actually select through the calendar event and actually book your time for your repair. You can describe what the issue is, so that way we can even try to get the parts ahead of time if it's for a device we don't house. And that's the best way to get a hold of us.
Andrew, you're a device repair specialist here, so what exactly does that mean you do?
So I kind of touch on a little bit of everything. Aside from our computers, we do a lot of mobile repair. I help out with as much of that as we can. Anything from phones, tablets, gaming devices, all that good stuff. Yeah, we like to take a look at it, and
Do you have a favorite thing that you like to fix?
Ooh, I think phones would be my favorite, just because they're always very straightforward. If you're working on a screen, that's the only thing. You're gonna have it off and on real quick, and it's usually a pretty easy thing.
Yeah, so I know that one thing that you guys do is you kind of like bundle repair options. So tell me what that means.
Yeah, so in terms of bundling, if we have a couple things going on with the phone, let's say the screen is cracked, we also have something cracking on the back of it, we can do a bundled price because we're opening in the phone. We can get more done in the same session, so we can give you a bit of a better price on that.
Okay, that makes sense, right? It's kind of like phone surgery.
Yeah, in a way, yeah.
So you're already in there, so you might as well be able to give, a good price to the customer, because instead of having to go in twice.
Exactly, yeah, we can get it all done in one go, and it saves everyone a bit of time and money. So.
Tuesday Tips is next. We have the perfect place to take your dad golfing, no matter how much of an expert he is. We'll be right back.